Everyone, Life RX, David came back. My name is Jay, and today we're going to talk about thoracic mobility, thoracic area. We're all sitting at the computer desk, we all slouch forward, we all the heads go forward, and we lose that mobility. Why it's really important to keep this mobility in thoracic area? Because guess what? If you're not moving from your thorax area, you start moving from your lumbar area. And lumbar area, this is supposed to be stable area, and this is the core, where is this, the strength and power is in here. So the hip is working, yes, the hip have to be mobilized, but not the lower back. So we're losing that mobility here. We start using our lower back to start turning around, and that's what causes a lot of pain in lower back. Also, when we're sitting, we kind of sit and lean in one side more than other, and that's a lot of your spine is get shifted, pressure on one side, and that intercollected disc, this is gel, is coming from other side and pushing against that nerve. So we have that so much in pain. Thoracic area. This is really important to mobilize that area. Today, I'm going to show you a couple manual treatments and also work. You can work at home to mobilize that thoracic area. So if you're sitting at the computer more than 4 hours, this class is for you. Okay, we already been talking about a lot of tests for thoracic area, but now I just want to show you the simple test you can do at home or you can do with your friends, family. And this is called Who Is There? So you just turn and guess like who's there. So let's see if David can do it. So we have to sit down. What we're going to do, we're going to place that foam between your legs and you're going to squeeze it. You're always going to squeeze, you don't miss it. And now I'm going to place this bar and you cross your kind of fingers like that and hold that bar. So you're kind of on the chest right here. Yeah, and raise your elbow up. Make sure his elbow up, it's not down. So he's holding right there. And now what I want you to do to twist to the other one side as far as possible without a pain. And is that pain? You see that face right there? And definitely, so what we're looking for, 55 degrees. If you're looking for, this is 0, this is probably 20 degrees. So his is not at 20 degrees. And go ahead, twist it this way and see how you feel. And that's even worse. So you see that's important to squeeze that foam roller and try to twist. So yeah, so we have a lot of limitation in lumbar area and thoracic area. We already show you guys the good specific test for the thorax, but as a whole thing, you see it's not functioning. Now we can break down and see which one is not working. So this is thoracic test, and this is the best way to check it. It's a go in a child pose. The arm have to be together. You can heads up. Okay, if you test, let's say left side, you have to be standing on the right side. Let me get the cameras up here so you guys can see it. So what we're looking for, I think this is the best way. To see if they have to be 55 degrees without any compensation. What most people do, they start compensate the hip, and you might see it if I'm not going to touch it. So let's test your left side. What I want you to do to place this hand right in the back, right in here. If this is painful for the customer, he might have shoulder problem. So now I want you to turn your head and slowly look to the ceiling and try to twist as far as possible. And this is as far we can go. You don't shift your hips, but most of the people, what they do, they start shifting the hips. So what I'm doing here, I'm kind of block him to shift those hips. Can you turn again? And this is as far I can go. Now I'm going to help him see if it is a motor control problem. And I can get a little bit further, but not that 55 degrees what we're looking for. So definitely we have a mobility in thoracic area. Go ahead now. Place his hands very slowly and twist. And you see that face, and it's like almost 0. I can get a little bit there, but nothing. So we have definitely thoracic mobility problem. So David is actually perfect candidate for us. So we're gonna work on this thoracic problem and see if we can go further. Here we go, and this is the first treatment we're going to do. It's I just changed it up. We're gonna check every vertebra from T1 to T12 all the way up. Even even maybe work a little bit on cervical area. So what we're going to do, we're gonna ask David, place his hand just like that on his forearm. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place his arm on my chest, right in here, right on my, close to my clavicular bone and my manubrium. So what we're gonna do, if you're a woman or the customer's a woman, you can put the pillow up here and same thing, he's gonna place on the pillow, and I'm looking for this T1, T2, and I place my fingers on that area, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just move the forward, like kind of lean and see if any movements, if any pops up right on that area. And I don't feel a lot of movements up there. Next, what we did flexion extension. Now we can do a little bit side bending, see if anything side bending resistance. No, it's actually great. We can do a little bit rotation. And it's also treatment, it's testing and treatment. I can get him to the position, just like that, and ask him to push this with your right elbow towards me. So what I'm doing, I create that more twist. And I help with my fingers work around that vertebra. And then go to the other side. Okay, I come back again. You see, I play. I'm kind of dancing with him.
Wow.
Okay, now I go to the next, to T2. Go ahead, a little bit, scoop up a little bit.
Yeah, I got it.
Yep, and on. There we go. It's another way to hold it if the person is, this is a person heavy, so extension, side bending. You see, I'm kind of dancing with him. I move with my body. Now I do again rotation, and I go all the way up. Okay? If I want to work, let me get this pillow away. Yep, hold his hands. I can work on the cervical area. You see, I place, and I can really dig in there. Is it okay? No pain?
No, no pain. It feels good.
Yeah, you can put your hand there. Here we go. So you see my arms is up here. Same thing, I get them up here. Try to do rotation.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a big person. I don't really like to work that way because I'm strong enough to hold the person. I go different positions. So you're gonna cross your fingers. This is more for ladies if they're a bigger person. You place right in here on the back, bend his elbow forward, and guess what? You place just on this arm, and here we go. He's lean and you hold him. And I can do everything from here. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
And I can do twist, I can do side bending, and you don't need to undress person, have to be dressed. Now I want to switch. I switch my arm and work on that other area. So you can see I work any individual. So basically I mobilize everything. And he can resist me, push back towards me, let it go. There we go. And I feel just nice pop. You feel that? If you want to come back, the same thing, you place on that clavicle bone, and now you control more. So you really dig in that. And you move your body like you're dancing, whatever that dance is. I'm falling in love with you. Side bending, rotation. And you can go all the way up from T1 to T12. All the way up here, and you will find out what's going to happen if you feel that little restriction. That usually vertebra is going to pop up, and you're going to feel that your fingers just get popped. Okay, the next one is really powerful. David's going to place his hands right in here. Stay in here. I lock him in so he's not moving his feet. If you're not doing that, you see he just twist it and he can go as far as possible, and he gonna cheat it. He's gonna shift it. But if I'm locking up here, I can come up here and mobilize. So I take to the first barrier and go ahead, ask him to push against me, rotate back, and go ahead to keep doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Okay? Because I'm a strong guy and I can afford that, and no problem. But if you don't, you can come up here from the back and same thing. Place your hands on this elbow, hold it, and rotate this way. And you can work individual and any vertebra from T1 right in here to T12. And I feel it's really tight up here. You feel that?
If you do this on the right side, it will spasm on the right.
Okay.
Because it can't do this.
Yeah, go ahead, rotate it back. And you see I'm kind of resisted. So I hold it and he relaxes and I'm taken to the next barrier.
Yeah, I can do that on the
There we go. Next one,
the right.
we
though.
switch side, yes. And I can,
It's like,
oh yeah. So we
It's-
definitely,
it's a tight side, but it's not spasming me. See what it's like? I can do it.
go ahead, rotate back to the left. Let it go.
I thought it was gonna spasm.
Good.
Wow.
So
I can
what
do-
I'm doing, I'm holding
Wow.
elbow, push towards myself, I use my body. And with other arm, I push that muscle away. And also I can work individual on vertebra. So this is what we do in class in Life RX Wellness. If you guys interested to learn thoracic mobility, sign up, call us, give us a call, or
Much
follow
better.
up on, yeah.
So good.
So thank you. The next one, we're gonna go face down.